on God's days. All right, topic of the message. All right, travailing. But interesting, I was looking at the Jewish calendar, and tomorrow, of course, is the Sabbath, and it talks about it says the Shabbat Bereshet, and Bereshet talks about the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning. Well, I think Bereshet they call Genesis in Hebrew. I believe so. Might be wrong, but I believe so. But yeah, it's the beginning Shabbat. Beginning Bereshet talks about the beginning of something. So that, and I read that it facilitates with the ideas of Rosh Hashanah and Sukkah. You know what I'm saying? And that's interesting that it's, it follows along with Sukkah and Simcha Torah. That is all about dancing, but tonight will be the Sabbath. So interesting tomorrow maybe presenting itself. Maybe. But the topic of the message, but here's the thing I want people to know, that I'm about watching God's plan. You know what I'm saying? Telling you to watch. We're supposed to watch as well as pray, but a lot of people watching the wrong things, concerning the dark hour we in. I mean, the end time events, chain events are preparing and are happening right now. Watching is a must at the time that we're living in, that I'm all about displaying and telling you and showing you these things that I'm, seeing and that you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just this, I'm finding out how deceptive this world system is doing to the mass majority of people concerning of what's being orchestrated. I mean, it's amazing, concerning the elections and concerning the people getting ready for war. Countries are getting ready for war right now. I wonder if y'all know that. Russia is getting ready for war. United States is getting ready for war. China is getting ready for war. There's a war. Things are being prepared right now. You know what I'm saying? In the utmost way. And of course they're attacking Israel, Hamas, and they're attacking Israel, but something is bearing up. You know what I'm saying? Something, I mean, it's like nothing's not going on, but something is bearing up. But the question is, what are you watching? What are you watching? What are you looking at? How much and how? I don't disagree with people watching stuff like sports or entertainment, but how much is you watching it is a problem if it's distracting you on trying to find out what's going on in the world. If you letting whatever you watching distracting you of what's going on in the world and what's being facilitated right now, it's a hindrance. And now, I'm all about watching, and I'm all about I'm an investigator. I want to investigate to really find out the truth of what's really going on in this world. From the best place to find out the whole truth is from a universal, or more likely a heavenly spectrum that I don't think people really know what's going on. But I want to, now this message that I'm finna say, hopefully it will help you understand that, or help those that I'm finna communicate to, that I care about you and I love you. And I'm speaking this, you know what I'm saying, and warning you concerning what I'm seeing from a heavenly universal perspective on what's being plotted out by the kingdom of darkness. That I hope you will receive what I'm finna say when I talk to you from that spectrum. Please do not think that I'm speaking negative towards you or nothing. Please, I hope you don't see that when I tell you this. But this message is that I want to give out is towards homosexuals and transgender. You know what I'm saying? I know it's like, oh, Mac, what? You what? Huh? Well, this message that I really want to communicate this, because the reason, now I want you to see those that are that, and those that know people that are that. I want you to see what I'm saying. That I'm not trying to belittle you or whatever, but I want you to help see what's being taking place right now that you need to understand. Now, look, the kingdom of darkness, as I keep saying in my message, they're not doing bad things for nothing. Evil is something about plotting to cause harm towards people. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just doing bad stuff to people. No, it has a purpose. Evil has a purpose concerning in what it's all about. And as you know, it's the demise of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Or distinguish humanity. Now, I want y'all to look up the news. Now, the news was talking about that the Pentagon, a place that's supposed to be a place that's supposed to think of the strategies of our military, you know what I'm saying, and how we can get a better advantage of this world system, has, did something unrealistic of its position. You know what I'm saying? That I hope y'all can understand this. They spent money on sex changes, they spent billions of dollars or something like that. The Pentagon did this. And it's like, should that be like, wait a minute, Pentagon, what are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't that be like we supposed to hear something like that from the White House or something? The White House gave, took the money, American people money for that kind of ideal. But for the Pentagon to do something like that should be awkward, very awkward. Like, wait a minute, Pentagon, y'all supposed to be focusing on strategies or trying to win wars or trying to help stop all the nonsense that's going on around the world. What are y'all getting involved in this kind of ideal situation for? Well, here's the thing that I want to tell y'all in the utmost way that y'all need to see and hopefully see a huge red flag in that. See, here's the thing what I've been talking about. Now, do you know about, I wonder if people know about the serpents that you see on the healthcare bill. You see two serpents wrapped around the pole, and it's, got wings on it. I wonder, do y'all know what that symbol is all about? Did you research and find out what that system is about? Well, I did my research. And I looked up, of course, it's an ancient, back in the day. See, here's what the whole ultimate plan of the kingdom of darkness. The kingdom of darkness is trying to bring forth what once happened, the true history of what happened to the earth, to bring that true history to come back to repeat itself. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to believe this crazy history about evolution, that we just evolved from apes to human beings. They want you to believe that history, and you never saw the half human and half ape person yet. But anyway, they were trying to create an ideal of history and don't want you to find out what the true history is all about. And the true history is far more drastic than you think it is. Way more drastic of what happened more likely before the flood. There really never been an ice age. They never really have technical proof of an ice age. But anyway, before the flood, there has been a whole lot of stuff happened in the flood. I mean, in the predating flood that God saw very evil. That's why he had to flood the earth. That a lot of magic and a lot of evil stuff was going on in that time that was damaging his creation real bad. I mean, I hope you know about the Genesis 6 and you heard about the fallen angels that came and mate with the daughters of men, and it said produce giants, or they say Nephilim. All kind of crazy stuff happened that day. If that doesn't sound crazy, then you will not have a sense of truth of what the past once was. Now, if you research the past correctly, is this system, of course, about a serpent, two serpents, you will think, two serpents. I mean, Satan was a serpent, and Satan tempted Eve and made Eve eat from the fruit of the tree, and Eve gave to Adam, and sin came upon the earth. You think serpents wouldn't be trusted to be an image of something, but it's an image of our healthcare bill. That's how much deception that we're in right now. But anyway, this image is that I did research of an image of a male and a woman serpent. And it's a male of a woman serpent that y'all don't know about, because they're, not trying to make sure that everybody knew about this male and a woman serpent. That they're about the deception. They're pretty much about the deception of the world. You know what I'm saying? They're controlling the world in darkness, because that's what's all about, the kingdom of darkness. People must control the world by darkness. As you see, the principalities, the powers, the rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness, high places. I mean, people don't even know they exist, even though Paul listed them on the Bible. They're not even trying to find out about those enemies. But anyway, see, the thing is, you must do your own investigation when you're seeing so much wrong going on earth. Now, what you don't realize that's happening, that's going to happen very soon, is that I did research on concerning the opening of the Golden Gate. The opening of the Golden Gate that now is going to happen very soon concerning the Silver Gate. Now, I know y'all don't know about the Silver Gates. Well, the Silver Gate, they're out there in a galactical alignment that the rulers of darkness knew concerning Egypt, that Egypt has all this interesting information about the galaxy that they're not going to share with you, because they want you to not figure out what's going on. Now, there is a Silver Gate and there's a Golden Gate. Now, in this Silver Gate that's there, that they know will have knowledge of, that they have that what has entered into the Silver Gate, that I did a message on concerning near the summer solstice, that they're waiting for the phoenix. I know you know about the phoenix. It's a mythological animal that never existed. Well, if you take a look at it, Egypt that existed, in the history, they have pictures of phoenixes. They have the picture, the two-headed bird, and all kind of pain. And everybody's like, oh, that's just myth. It's just never happened before. These people chiseled these images here just for their imagination, because it never existed. Yes, it did exist. And now, very soon, what's going to happen, somewhere in November 22nd, evil spirits. You talking about the movie Ghostbusters. You think that looks horrible, like a bunch of ghosts is just coming out, harassing people. This is going to be way more crazier than that, is what they're getting prepared for. Concerning that, I told in messages that it's called the evil day that Jesus talked about in Matthew 6:34, and Paul talks about it in Ephesians 6:13. Talks about this evil day that is going to occur, that darkness is going to be unleashed on the earth. Yes, it's going to happen. they have been prepared